Hi, Richard Steinberg. I'm out here with Alex Lee. Alex Lee, what is your company?
My company is above Shears, and I'm also CEO of Shears Logic, sharpening equipment.
You know, I was watching YouTube, of course, because we all watch YouTube, right? I'm watching YouTube and I came across his video on the sharpening machines that he uses. Best damn sharpening system I have ever seen for beauty shears. They're just absolutely, just so much thought went into them. And Alex here has a unique vision of what needs to happen when you sharpen beauty shears or even general purpose shears, but especially beauty shears, because he's not only creates this sharpening system, but you're also a manufacturer
Yes.
of some of the finest beauty shears I have ever seen.
Thank you.
How long have you been making shears?
I involved in manufacturing probably around 10 to 12 years, but I'm in the shears industry total of about 35 years. I have a background of knowing how to use them, and I start selling them. And then I start knowing how to repairing them, and then I was getting involved into the manufacturing.
And you know what's unique about that is that you're also a scissors sharpener.
Yes.
So you sharpen the beauty shears like the rest of us.
Yes.
You have a van out there where you do mobile sharpening.
Yes.
You do it all. So you
Yes.
approach it from both sides, and you have that engineering mind that, you know, he solves problems.
Yes.
And there's issues with sharpening beauty shears. They need to be done a very specific way. You can't just throw a stone on them and expect that it's going to work. You have to sharpen them in a very specific way. And his system is better than anything I have ever seen, bar none.
Thank you.
You've really done some great work with that. So we're going to visit today with Above Shears. We're going to look at a few of his shears. If you're a beautician out there or you're a dog groomer, you definitely want to look at this portion of this video. And then we're going to go over into the sharpening room, and we're going to take a look at the sharpening system he uses. We're considering it now. Of course, we have to put together a proposal, or I do, and bring it to my board for the capital expenditure. But we're going to take a look at his system, and I'm hoping that we can bring this into Bear Claw. So for you beauticians out there, for you groomers, you know, you're going to have a much better sharpening on your shears. And you know, at Bear Claw, we're always looking to do this job better. So, you know, sharpening is important to us.
Yes,
but
it is very important to us. Yes.
I'm so impressed by this, and I think you will be too. So if you're in the business, you're doing beauty shears, you have anything to do with beauty shears, watch what we're doing and watch this video. We're going to have fun. Here at Above Shears, middle of November, it's a beautiful day.
It is.
Vancouver, Washington. It's just a stone's throw from Portland, Oregon. It's over the river into Washington State.
Probably 5 minutes away. Yes.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. Really nice out here. So stay with us. We're going to go visit some shears and see what he's got going on right here in Vancouver, Washington.
Talk about the beauty line first, which is the hair cutting line first. We did talk about this C10 design.
Yeah.
Is how balancing and all that, but we also take care of the this right here. Is a very unique design. This little things here, you may think they're sticking out, but as soon as I put it on here, you know why.
Oh, look at that.
So beauticians are very sensitive of something pretty and look good. So the shears must cut good at the same time. They look good.
Yeah.
So this one is taking care of both. Has a very, very good edge work and a very good ergonomic handle at the same time.
You get a ring out of the deal.
Yeah.
That's outstanding.
Yes. And this one here, and then someone may say, hey, I just want something real bland and very simple looking, and which is and this one here. This is our higher grade metals. AG22 has 2.2% of the cobalt content. This one here is 3 times finished work versus our standard level.
Yeah.
So this one right here is also very beautiful work.
Now these shears can get fairly expensive.
It can.
They're mainly for the professionals.
Yes, it can. This particular one is retail for around $700. Average people would think this is expensive, but to the hairstylist, if they they know about the trade and know about their tools, they have no problem to invest into themselves. So now this is our beauty shears. And we have some very high quality pet grooming scissors too.
Yeah.
So I only have 3 of them here to show you more, but this particular one is one of our very unique design. We call this a finishing chunker. In pet grooming scissors, we have straight scissor, chunking scissors, curved scissors, and blending scissors. So this one here is chunking scissor. However, when you look at those teeth, you see those micro serrations.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So what it is we have those small teeth embedded in the big teeth. So I have groomers gave it a name called the blending chunker.
Wow.
So you kind of like have a blender within a chunker. So again, because of the pattern of this tooth is very difficult to sharpen. You need to know how. But again, we would show you how. And this blade, it worked just like regular chunking scissor. However, the regular chunking scissor, this tooth blade is only doing 10% of the cutting. And this is the only blade with doing 90% of the cutting for the regular chunker. But for this one, it's reversed. This one
Really?
doing 20% of the cutting. This one is doing 80% of the cutting. This one right here is super sharp. Yeah, so we have to be careful. This one is sharp too, but it's like doing only 20% of the cutting. This tank here may not mean a lot to most of the people, but for the pet groomers, they know the struggle when they couldn't reach the finger tang.
Yeah.
And this one, instead of you have to try to look for the finger tang, this one will be right up there for you. And you can see that's going to the other side. It's because this scissor can be used both way. So if I reverse it this way, the chunking effect will be different.
Your curved shears are really curved.
Yes, I do have some really crazy curved shears. One time, I was at the pet grooming shows. I have this very curved shears. And I told the groomers to turn around and put the hand behind, and I put the shears onto her hand like this.
Yeah.
And then I told her to open and close a few times, and then I asked her to tell me what shears that was. She was telling me was a 8-inch straight. And then I told her, okay, now you can see it yourself, and she go
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And as amount of curve, I mean, it's like you can imagine that to be pretty sticky, right?
Oh, yeah.
Should be pretty sticky, but
Yeah,
not
the
this
curved
one.
shears aren't usually that smooth. Those are buttery. They're really nice.
The curved shears that we made is made from a true curved shears. The reason why I say that is most of the curved shears out there you see is first they made them straight
Yeah.
and then they bend it into the curve.
Sure. Yeah.
But this one is different. This one is from the very beginning of it.
Wow.
They were in curved. And then we put in the hologram and all the edge work
While
after
it's
they're curved.
curved, yeah.
So that's why you can feel it's so smooth, when you open and close with this.
All right, so Alex, we're now in your sharpening room. This
Yes.
is where all the magic happens.
Yes.
The finest sharpening system I have ever seen, bar none, with anybody. And again, we're going to do our best to bring this to Bear Claw, bring this to Midland, to the Permian Basin, so we can upgrade what we do in our store and our sharpening department for sharpening beauty shears. We already do a pretty good job sharpening beauty shears. We've been doing it for 25 years.
Yes.
But this would definitely improve how we do things. So,
Yes.
so I'm going to leave it to you, get behind the camera, and let's talk about these sharpeners.
This is my workroom, but more like I treat it as like my hobby room. Sharpening is something that I can do pretty good, I say. But at the same time, I love doing this.
Oh, don't let him fool you. He's an amazing sharpener. Just amazing.
Well, when we talk about sharpening, a lot of people will say, hey, all you need is a flat hone, and a flat hone is a flat hone, which is, I cannot really agree that. Our equipment should be always ahead of us. That means we don't get dragged by the poor equipment. We will have the equipment actually help us to do the job much easier and better. If you, Richard, like yourself, been doing it for 25 years, you good with whatever they're using right now already. But if I give you even more sophisticated equipment, will actually even help you to do your job more easier and better.
Absolutely.
This is my Katoku flat hone. Has a built-in dust collections and a water cooling system. The machine itself has a very powerful motor with high torque power. It's using very low amperage voltage, so that you can actually have the same system here in the shop or in your work van. Okay, so and also this machine is using dual voltage. You can use it for 110, which is America here, or you can take the same machine and plug it into France or Berlin tomorrow. Work the same way. You don't have to have any kind of like modifications or any kind of a conversion.
Yeah.
So run it off, just off the wall plug. You don't have to any kind of like a three-phase power. And this one right here is a 8-inch work bay that you can use 8-inch and 6 inches. Why people say like, hey, why you need an 8 inches? So this is a beauty shears. 6 inches will be fine. But when it comes to grooming shears, all of a sudden, you need more working bay.
Sure.
You have more working opening. So we make the machine, one thing in mind is our sharpener, we're able to use the same machine to do the service for no matter beauty shears or patch grooming scissors, or even some, fabric scissors. So that's the machine part of it, and sure that you can see that how fast your machine is going by the little indicator telling you what RPM is going through. So right now 720 or 30 RPM, then it go up to instantly go up to at least 2,000 RPM. Going max is like around 3,000 RPM. You don't need that speed.
Pretty speedy.
I know you don't really need that speed, but but that speed is also in turn will translate it into the torque.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I put this right here, which is abrasive cleaner, you will see it actually it's kind of slow down, but the RPM doesn't drop.
Yeah.
So that's what you want on the flat hone. So flat hone is not really just flat hone.
Yeah.
Sometimes, so that's that. Sure that will spin one way and spin the other, and has a built-in dust collection, but turn it off because we're talking right now, and that's the machine part of it. And this one right here, it comes in single, double, or triple. Then why don't we go quads? Just because we don't want to go all the way over there.
Sure.
So we just stay here.
Takes up a lot of room.
Yes. So 3 homes is the largest system we have.
It's good for doing production. If you do a lot of shears like we do at
Yes.
Bear Claw, you can just go through the different grits or the different finishes, and makes things a lot faster when you don't have to change discs
Yes.
all the time.
I have several different shears company using this at the repair center.
Yeah.
Just because of it's not really just the time changing different grids. It's also the consistency. Like you go boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
It's the flow of the workflow is very important too, especially when you're using guiding system. Our guiding system is one of my proud design that we're able to allow you to do right hand scissors, left hand scissors the same way, and surely you can use it for bevel edge or convex edge. If someone don't know what mean convex edge mean, is the convex is the edge was slope down from the spine smoothly to the edge. That's convex edge. If it's a bevel edge, then you see a bevel right on the edge.
Sure.
Of it. So, in order for us to do a good, precise convex work, is with this guiding system that you don't worry about changing the angle, but at the same time you can still rotate backward to
Yeah.
do the convexing. I can do a really quick
Sure.
demo. So let's say if I set this degrees to right here is about 50 degrees. A lot of sharpener would do that, 50 or 55 degrees. You can see my edge is set it at 50 degrees. I cannot go over it, but I can rotate backward
Sure.
to do the convexing. So do it in short is, so turn on the machine. Sure, I want to show off my water cooling too,
Absolutely.
Yeah, when I shut it off, you can see the
The
fog
vapors coming out.
coming
So
out.
that's what keeps it nice and cool.
Yes, and but at the same time, will not kind of messed up your vision.
Yeah.
Like sometimes we will see like a fountain coming out. You
Yeah.
don't want that. And so we turn it on. So right now, this scissor, see, the burr coming right up. If you want to sharpen this way, simply put a bevel edge on the scissors.
Yeah. So for a beveled shear, you could do that easily here.
But now if I want to convex it, then I was able to do that. So if I would do it freehand without a guiding system, it's the same way. See how my motion is the same as I was using the guided system?
Sure.
However, if I have the guided system, then I will not worry about doing this.
Yeah, and rolling it over. And,
Yeah.
Yeah. Taking
So
out
I
your
will
edge.
have a constant angle from the tip to the very back right here. And then at the same time, I can still do the convexing. So the convexing is when you keep a profile like this way.
Yeah.
So when they're going through the hair, they will have a force this way, more like slicing in versus chopping in. So that's what about that. So I do all the convexing here on one grid, and then I will come over here. Same thing, go through the same motion on a different grid. Immediately it shines up a lot. That's my machine. So the guided system is supposed to be guiding the angle, but at the same time give you all the freedom to do just the same as what you use in freehanding. And at the same time, sure, I mean the dust collection will suck up. I would say estimate about 60 to 70% of the dust that coming off from sharpening as a built-in, and has a dust collection back in the back. Also, that we have another fitting that it can hose out to whatever your dust collection system.
Yeah.
And people say, "Hey, I wear a mask. I'm okay." But imagine if we do this, 24, I mean, like, 5 days a week, do over 10, 15 years,
It'll mess you up.
it will mess you
Yeah.
up. And to us, to myself and to my sharpener, my dealer, I care about their health more than anything else.
Absolutely.
So the health is very important. And between the dust collection and the water cooling system, we're able to keep the dust down.
Yeah.
And when you clean out the dust bag, you will know why you want to have this system.
It's especially important in a
Yes.
store like ours. We have a heck of a time keeping grinding dust out of the store itself,
Yes.
so we're not constantly dusting. Of course, we're in West Texas, so everything is dusty all the time anyway.
Yes.
But yeah, it certainly will help a lot.
Well, the metal dust is one thing, right? Metal dust is sticky, but
Yeah.
the worst part is this.
Oh yeah, yeah, compound. It's everywhere.
This is not vegan.
Yeah.
This is not. This is not organic. This is strictly chemical.
Yeah.
Right. Again, when I said that earlier, this is my hobby room, is because when I work here, most of my attention is on the work.
Yeah.
But in the back of my head, I'll start thinking what I can make this process go easier, better, and more professional.
Yeah.
And also, I was thinking, what about the beginners when they first get into the industry, that they don't know how to control their hand? They worry about the angles changing. How do I make a guiding system that we're able to stop that from changing an angle, at the same time giving them all the freedom of doing all the convexing?
By using the guide, you make it repeatable and
Yes.
easy, and also easy to train somebody
Yes.
how to do it.
Recently, I just have an order to sharpen 80 pair of scissors, all in the same brand.
Yeah.
So I just set my guiding
Got
system
it.
and then just go through like a streamline.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
My record of doing sharpening is I used to able to do 125 pair of scissors in 2 days, but recently I just broke the record in 80 pairs in 1 day.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a lot of shears.
Well, is partially big help is I have different machines set up. All this home turn on the whole time. I go boom, boom, boom.
Just go down the line.
Really streamline process.
Yep.
Again, your equipment should be helping you instead of slowing you down.
Absolutely.
So again, flat home is not just flat home.
One reason why I was so excited when I saw your video online, I was pretty happy.
Yes, and same thing as in my equipment, the same thing is as my scissors. I would always give my customer more value than what they spend, on my equipment or products. I will give them the best value, or for the money they spend. I keep coming up with ideas. How can I help them do a better job with minimal investment, minimal equipment required? Like recently, I come up with this little donut ring. It's nothing, rocket science about it. It's just a ring that allow us to do the curved scissors.
Yeah.
Easier.
It's squishy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little
That's
give.
a little give.
Yeah, but what it does is this opening right here allow us to not to worry about the tip getting damaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do a really quick demo on this
Yeah,
one
let's do
too.
that.
So, it's simple. We just, set it on. This one is 6 inches, diameter. You don't need 8 inches, as far as,
Yeah, not for this one.
You don't need that. In patch grooming scissors, especially the curved scissors, this blade is easy. Because this blade, you can actually do it on a regular
Sure.
flat plate.
Sure.
But when it comes to this blade,
That inside,
the inside blade is tricky, because when you do it here, it's kind of like,
that tip wants to hit.
yeah,
Yeah.
the tips want to hit. At the same time, this wants to miss.
Yeah,
So
it's curved surface on a
yes.
flat surface. It doesn't
So
work.
when you hear, see how the tip is missing at
Yeah.
the same time?
Yeah.
When we go across?
And then the edge of the abrasive, you got enough give there
Yes.
that you don't get a chatter or a
Yes.
line.
Yes.
It
So
gives just enough
if
without
I-
giving too much.
If I do a quick demo on these.
Sure. I was so excited when I saw this. I'm telling you.
Usually, I will address this section first. The reason why is if I do it from here and then I pull backward, you will notice that I have a chance to round off the tip. So instead, I will make sure I have this established first. So now you have the bird coming up. And then when I'm here, and I roll it forward. And then up to here, I lay it flat again. You notice there's bird here, and then this part here.
Yeah.
And then I will make a connection. So now, just for the bevel parts, you have bird all the way here without worrying about this one is round or this one has a gouge. So looking at the back side of it, you have one even bevel, right?
Very nice.
So now, bevel is not good enough. We want a convex.
Absolutely.
So convex is the same thing. You want to do partially. And then you roll up here, and then you do convex. See the convex
Yep.
is in? Those scratch mark, you will go through different grids
Sure.
to get rid
Make
of
it
it.
finer and finer,
Yes.
and then you polish it out
Yes.
with the compound. And
It's
it'll come
a-
out nice and shiny and
it's
polished.
same-
It's
just
a
like-
factory finish.
And I know that pet groomers, usually they don't really care about convex or bevel or not.
Yeah.
But when you have competitions groomers, that when they bring in the shears, they're expecting the same finish as when they first bought that scissors.
Yeah.
It's our job that we're able to do that. We don't have to do it every day, all the time, but can you do it?
Yeah.
Is the thing. And so, with the guiding system, especially with this, recently I just add this on. Our system used to be only allow us to come out this way,
Yeah.
like 90 degrees to the hole. But now with this swivel piece, that I can come in this way.
Wow.
Yes. See how I can follow the curvature of the
Yeah.
edge?
Yeah. Very nice.
That makes it different. If I going this way, then I have to look over here to
Yeah.
see what's doing on the edge. But over here is different now. I can see it all the time. Let's talk about Rhineline. We did talk about Rhineline earlier, right?
Sure. Yep.
So the traditional way of doing Rhineline work is on the regular water stone. 95% of the Shears factory now, they don't use just water stone.
Yeah.
They use what we call is a Rhineline wheel. Rhineline wheel. I have two different wheels here. This one is a CBN. This one is a regular stone wheel. It's
Yeah.
a Japanese stone wheel. This one is 600 grids, and this one is about 1,000 grids.
Yeah.
But when I talk about 600 grids and 1,000 grids, some regular bench stone user would say 600 and 1,000. That's very rough.
Yeah.
They used to anywhere around 3,000, 6,000, even
It's
15,000
true.
grids.
We have a whole
Yes.
set of stones that we use to
So
do that with, that we
I
do
will
by
explain
hand.
to you why is that. So this one is a 600 CBN, right?
Yeah.
So when we lay it down, this one is called what we call establishment. We're establishing the whole line. This one is a very bad scissor because we go through a lot of different training. But I just want to say the 600 grids is to get the establishment of the rye and then the rye line.
Sure.
So you see, I only compress here, but the whole blade get work done.
Yeah.
It's because the shears in this way curvature, when you compress it, they lay flat. So when they lay flat, the whole wheel will get on the edge. And this, even though it's 600 grids, but it's spinning in a certain speed.
Sure.
So it works like, if the bench stone, probably around 3,000 grids right here.
Wow.
And then this one right here will be 1,000 grids, when you're spinning. See how shiny it gets? Forget about how beautiful the holograph is, but just see how the ride line get very shiny. If it's for the audience to see it more clearly, I do one more thing to show you. So that we can all see it better. What I do is I will mark the inside
Oh yeah, yeah.
with the marker.
So what you grind will pop out really
Yeah, so
easily.
everybody can see
Yeah.
what it does. People ask me, do I use any kind of oil or anything on it? Usually what I do, I dip into the water
Yeah.
and then I just hit it one time. Well,
Very important. You got to have that ride line.
yep. It does take some training and practice that you can produce a perfect ride line in less than 1 second. What I said 1 second is, what I did is I hit it there,
Yeah.
boom, and then I put up,
Yep.
and that's 1 second.
Very fast and a very nice line.
Yes,
And that is something we spend a lot of time on Waterstones doing.
yes.
That this will do a better job and it'll do it a lot faster.
Yes, and also that other than putting the right line, that's actually another secret behind using this is
Yeah.
you can actually adjust the curvature of what we call the bowl set.
Uh-huh.
Yes, that's another level of understanding how this works. A lot of times I can use this stone wheel along to reset the scissors.
Yeah.
Yes, and it has something to do with how you compressing with the fingers is all about sensation. Some other equipment such as buffer, buffer, the buffing is this is a factory style that when I need to do things quick, I will buffer and buffer here.
Yeah.
But if I say I'm sharpening in my van, I can just go with 2 hones or 3 hones
Sure.
with the polishing pass, which is right here.
See, that's really nice. I like
Yeah.
that a lot. What is this? Is that felt?
Yeah, it's the same material as this one.
Hard felt?
Yes, it's a very hard felt, very dense
Wool.
hard felt, wool hard felt. And this is the very important step of the sharpening. This is a step that will make the edge scary sharp. I believe a lot in using good compound and good wheels.
Yeah, it's chromium oxide, the
Yes.
compound.
Yes.
Good to take out the scratches you can't feel, but you can see.
If we don't have the buffer when we are sharpening mobilely, then we will turn this into a felt pad.
Uh-huh. And just do it on the pad.
Do it on
Which
the
in
pad.
effect, you're doing the same thing, just you're doing it on a
Yes.
flat hone instead of on a...
Yes. When we are out there, we have limited access, to different equipment. Like I'm at the shop right now, I have everything I can use.
Sure.
But when we're out there, doing mobilely, we only have a flat home. I just want to create a sharpening process with just a flat home alone.
Yeah.
So that if you're not equipped with all this equipment, you can still finish professionally
Absolutely.
with flat home. We're looking at some of the 3 big bell sender here. Is another product of mine that is not. I haven't put it online available yet, but it's
Yeah.
actually available. I just haven't put it out yet. It's called a Beast Mode. Is when you're looking at it, it's just like a bell grinder. It is not much different. But this bell grinder is, I think, is a different bell grinder. Not just you can do all this knife sharpening or tool sharpening on it, but this bell grinder you can do shear sharpening. Yeah, regular straight shear sharpening or curved shear sharpening, or even you can use it for do hollow grinding.
Yeah.
So in hollow grinding, a lot of people has some desire to learn hollow grinding, but always worry about, they mess up the scissors and don't know where to start. They don't have the right equipment for it. And this beast mold has everything that they're looking for, which is a guided hollow grinding process. So you can see here, if I do it like this, and it will come out, very
Perfect.
quick. Yes.
Yeah.
So let's do a quick demo.
Sure.
I'm using a colored scissors so everybody can see it more clearly.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See it start
Yep.
grinding?
Yeah, it sure is.
Yes. So
Yeah.
when we're doing the work, same thing as doing anything else, we start with the rye first.
Yeah.
What we call this the pivoting area, right?
Uh-huh.
So we want to get this one done first, and this one is a hole here. The reason why is this is because the shears is actually
That, yeah.
has curvature.
Yep. It's set.
So yeah, so now I start moving it.
Yep. Keep going up the blade.
Easy as that.
Very nice.
So after hollow grinding, what we do is checking the sets.
Yeah.
Because after the hollow grinding, the set will be altered. So you want to make sure the set is good. If you need to adjust the set, surely we use the hammer.
Yeah.
So we will adjust the set. Once we adjust the set, now we will go put in the new rye line. We will establish the new rye line again by putting in the rye and the rye line. See, this is not connect yet. We try to make it connect. It's coming together.
Sure.
So this one right now, it has a complete new rye and the rye line. Yes, and I'm glad that you have it on the camera so you see the whole process.
Very nice.
Yeah. So, and then again, that you want to go back on the top and sharpen all that.
Oh, absolutely,
And yes.
yeah.
So, yes, that's just, again, how we use the beast mold to do hollow grinding. Sure, you can use it to do knife sharpening.
Yeah.
I do my own kitchen knife myself,
Yeah.
which I feel ashamed because I do such a horrible work. But it's just that it's handy for me. I just do it here versus I take it to the shop, which I should,
Yeah.
I should do that. And again, that Richard, I will come to your store and then you will give me a little seminar or teaching on how to do knives.
No, you bet. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is I call it the beast mode because it can run up to 3,500 RPM with this, big set.
It books right along.
Yes,
Your surface feet per minute, you're way up there.
it's fast and also that it does not slow down.
Yeah. Well, definitely a side of the sharpening that you don't see at all out in the field.
Yeah.
And the need isn't always there, but when it is, it's nice to be able to salvage a pair of
Yes.
shears by being
Yes.
able to redo that hollow grind. But it's certainly not something that you're typically going to see out in the field.
Yes, but
That's more of a
if
manufacturer's thing.
you let's say if you are more like a knife sharpener,
Yeah.
and you want to have one machine that able to do also do shears.
Yeah, absolutely.
This could
Yeah.
be the machine that you were thinking because this one is able. You can still use it for sharpening shears,
Yeah.
which some of the factory in Asia they are bell sander lineage versus flat hole.
Yeah, they like to use the belt
So
sanders.
so
yeah.
they have one lineage is with the belt sander, one thing they choose is with the flat hole.
Yeah.
So kind of like, so if you are more doing knife in your day-to-day basis, you can have one machine to do knives, tools, and also shears.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you could definitely
Yes.
do the shears on it.
Yes.
What size belt? I'm just curious.
This is 4 by 48.
They're 48 belts.
Yes,
So
48
that
belt.
you can get 48-inch belts anywhere. Well, it's the 48s and the 72s are what we see the most of.
Yes.
We use the 72s with our
Yes.
our belt sanders.
72 is gonna be very, very long,
Yeah.
and this one is 48.
Yep.
So
It's a standard size, easy to
standard size.
get. It's
Yes.
not exotic or anything.
Yes.
Well, Alex,
yes.
amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm so impressed by what you got going on here. Not just the shears, but the sharpening equipment. We're very excited. I'm hoping that it gets board approved. We're able to bring this to the Permian Basin. If we are, we will let you all know that we're upgrading our system for sharpening. But we do a great job sharpening shears. We've done it for a long time.
Yes.
But I think this would really upgrade what we do and how
Yes,
we do it.
yes. And,
Very, very nice.
Tell the board that I will help out too.
Oh. I will do that. I will do that because they're going to want to see this
Yes,
for sure.
Yes.
Thank you for having me out here. Above Shears,
Yes.
and the sharpening system is second to none.
Yes.
I appreciate you all for joining us. Again, if they want to buy from you directly or they want to become a sharpening shop as well, how would they get in touch with you?
Well, you can get in touch with me with my email, which is alex@aboveshears.com. Or, simply just look me up, Alex Lee, on YouTube and find me information there.
Well, it's outstanding. I really appreciate your time and taking the time for us today. So if you want to get in touch with us, you can do so at bcknife.com or just give the store a call. And of course, watching our videos would help too. We'll leave some information, some contact information down in the notes,
Yes.
along with some contact information for Alex here, so you can get in touch with him.
Don't be surprised one day you see me learning sharpening at his shop. It's one of my lists I want to do.
Well, we do a lot of it, for
Yes.
sure. So from Vancouver, Washington,
Yes.
right across the river from Portland, Oregon,
Yes.
thank you very much for joining us today. We leave you with some shots of the Vancouver area, and I really appreciate it. I guess until we see you next time.
Yes.
See you then.
Thank you.